we've got some standing lower level exercises that you'll do either standing at a counter or someplace where you can have some support just in case you need to for some balance. First is what we call some standing extension. So in a nice upright fashion, your goal is to tighten the muscles of your legs and kick your legs straight back. So knees stay straight, legs stay straight as you extend that leg straight back. Goal is to do a set of 10, and then you can swap and do a set of 10 on the opposite leg as well. Perfect. And then the next exercise, instead of working those extensor muscles, we're going to work our hip muscles. So in the same standing position with, a place to stand so that way you have, for balance, kicking out to the side. So I'll take a step back here. And goal again is a set of 10 on each leg. If you need to, you can always turn around and do the opposite leg when the time comes to switch. The next one, standing, nice upright posture, is some marching. So in this fashion, you're just lifting your knees up towards the ceiling. You can alternate, or if you prefer, you can do all on one side and then all on the other. And then from here, the next exercise is what we call a sit to stand exercise. So for this particular exercise, you're going to be in a seated position. So Cassie's going to take a step back to the chair, and she's got the counter here again for support if it's needed. And the goal from this position is just to stand upright, nice and tall, nice and slow and controlled, and then back down to the chair. So just working on that fashion, up from the chair and then back down, nice and controlled. And again, set of 10 of these. And the next exercise is what we call a squat. So she'll turn here, again, so she has a counter for support. Feet are about shoulder width apart in this particular exercise. Your goal is to stick your bottom out, like you're gonna sit down into a chair, but obviously there's not a chair there, and then back upright. You don't want your knees to go over your toes with this particular exercise. Goal is a set of 10, and then you can move on to the next exercise. So these next few are more for upper body. So the first one in standing is what we call some shoulder abduction. So from this position, the goal is to raise the arms out to the side of the body, up towards the head, and then back down. 10 on one side, and then you'll switch and do 10 on the opposite side. And then the one to follow up with this is some shoulder flexion. So raising the arms straight up towards the ceiling, overhead if you're able to, and then back down to your side. Again, maintaining good upright posture. If you're not able to lift overhead, reach as high as you can comfortably. And then lastly, in the standing position is what we call some bicep curls. So from this position, the goal is to bend the elbow, like you're going to touch your shoulder,